We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Houston Astros. Astros baseball starts right now. Zack Greinke will be on the mound for the Stros. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This is a fun guy to watch pitch. Almost struck out 200 batters last season, so he does have swing and miss capabilities. But the thing I like, he commands the strike zone, he commands the running game. Just a real solid pitcher. Looking forward to him twirling it in this one.
The bouncer to the left side. And there's one gone to begin the evening. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Yeah, you have to look out for the guy they call Simba, Andrelton Simmons. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and standing in the ever dangerous Mike Trout. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Left center, base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the three-hole hitter. I know there's two outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the two-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
0-1, here it comes. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Correa. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. So a good start here for Zack Greinke. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Andrew Heaney is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Alex Bregman becomes the second out of the bottom of the first.
Altuve.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now here it comes. 2 out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw pulls Pujols right off the base, and they won't get the out here.
Batting fourth.
Digging in, Yordan Alvarez. Past meetings with Andrew Heaney, he's just 1 for 6. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. The 0-1 on its way. Pitch outside, the throw. Altuve stands at second with 2 gone. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he'll dive back in safely. A breaking ball that time that he slaps the other way out into left center, and it falls for a base hit. And the run will score as the Astros are off to the early 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D'Lo. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. The 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. And a front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball 2. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over.
So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Houston leads this one 1-0. Here's Tommy La Stella now, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First offering on its way. Fouled off. Behind 0-2 now. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Here's Justin Upton now, as Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2. Fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Stepping into the box, Brian Goodwin. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Up with it, Maldonado, and the throw to first ends the inning. Angels are gone in order. It remains 1-0. Into the box, George Springer. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
George Springer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Trout. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting eight.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And we have to focus on one of the best players in all of our sport. Mike Trout, center fielder. Just as fun to watch him play defense as it is to watch him hit. This guy gets after it with his hair on fire. It's like watching a middle linebacker play center field.
A ground ball to third, and they could get two. Zobrist throw on to Pujols. They get them both, and they end the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Here's Albert now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And it's into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike two.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Digging in now, Max Stassi.
Number 33, Max Stassi.
And now pitch on the way. And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball. 0-1. Stassi is a guy some would regard as a defense-first type of player. He excels in the field and really makes an impact on games with his glove. At the plate, however, not quite as much of a threat.
Yeah, but a guy with a defensive-minded skill set like this can play in the big leagues a long time. You can find ways to score runs, find ways to put the bat on the ball. You can't find guys that play defense the way he does.
And that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single.
Well, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, Giro. Breaking ball up and away, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand. That usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
0 for 1 here in the early going. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Angels shortstop behind in the count at 1-2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
A ball and a strike now. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now.
Into right center. That's a base hit. The relay. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish as Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. Trout, a native of New Jersey, the Garden State as it's known. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Angels strand a couple. They're down 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Trout. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Hard liner to center field. And he will reach up to make the catch. Oh, what a...
If you want to know what this game was decided, that's easy. Look no further than the 7th inning. That big rally and the crooked number on the scoreboard proved to be all.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, Brandon Marsh launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the Angels disposed of Houston 6-3. As of right now, the Angels are in first place in the AL West, and the Astros are at the bottom of the division. The Seattle Mariners grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 7-6. At the start of the day, the Royals are leading the American League Central, while the Mariners sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division. The Twins knocked out 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 4-0. Entering the day's action, the Twins are in 3rd place in the AL Central, while the Athletics sit in 1st place in the American League West Division. The Tampa Bay Rays brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 8-0. In the standings, the Rangers are in 3rd place in the AL West, while the Rays are in 1st place in the AL East. The Toronto Blue Jays hit 3 long balls as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 6-2. Heading into the day, the Yankees sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division, while the Blue Jays are 3rd in the division. The Boston Red Sox launched 3 home runs as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 8-4. As of right now, the Red Sox are in 3rd place in the AL East, while the White Sox are in 2nd place in the AL Central. Austin Romine had a big day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3, helping the Tigers take care of the Indians 4-3. At the start of the day, the Tigers sit in last place in the American League Central Division, while the Indians are 3rd in the division. The Marlins had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 7-5. They now have 5 straight wins. In the standings, the Braves are in last place in the NL East, and the Marlins are 3rd in the division. The Mets finished off a 2-game sweep as they took down the Nationals in Washington 10-8. Entering the day's action, the Nationals sit in 2nd place in the National League East division, while the Mets are 4th in the division. The Philadelphia Phillies got 12 hits in this one as they got the best of the Brewers at home 6-3. As of today, the Phillies are in 1st place in the NL East, while the Brewers are in 3rd place in the NL Central. The Cubs combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-2. As of right now, the Cubs sit in 2nd place in the National Diamondbacks are leading the National League West. The Pittsburgh Pirates grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 2-1. In the standings, the Pirates sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, and the Reds are 3rd in the division. The Cardinals completed a short 2-game sweep as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-3. It was their 5th straight victory. Entering the day's action, the Cardinals are in 1st place in the NL Central, and the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division. The Colorado Rockies earned the 3-game series sweep as they bested the visiting Padres 7-5. Heading into the day, the Rockies are in 3rd place in the NL West, while the Padres are 3rd in the division. David Price twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound as the Dodgers defeated the rival Giants 5-0. As of today, the Giants sit in last place in the National League West Division, and the Dodgers are 2nd in the division. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Oakland A's and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Andrew Heaney, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. 2 first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early.
Right here.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Past meetings with Andrew Heaney, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. That evens it up 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch.
That's the ball.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Stephen Piscotty becomes the first out of the inning. Stepping in now, Marcus Semien. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Working for the punch out and the offering. Runners on first with 1 down. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 2-1 to the A's first baseman.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Laureano leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. The 2-1 home. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw.
2-2.
Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys that were going to have to keep quiet. But he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
Oh, and he misses it. Now a long throw home. As he arrives at second without a play as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Ready with the 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The A's lead it 1-0. Sean Manaea gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
Coming to the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Kyle Schwarber.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Here's Ben Zobrist now.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
The 0-1 on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them. What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Count even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Counts even to Trout, 1-1.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Looks like they're trying to be aggressive on the base pass in order to get that run back they give up at the top of the first. I like that, especially early in the game, so we'll see if they can drive him in now.
The 2-1. A shot down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run shot that time for Mike Trout. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Angels move ahead here. It's 2-1.
This is exactly what you want your offense to do, to get your fans involved. Bottom of the first inning, let's get it started early with a homer.
In now is Anthony Rendon.
The third baseman.
As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Two balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 to him now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
There's ball 4.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
So 1 gone in the inning here with the runner at first. And that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next.
From the belt, the pitch.
Go, ball.
Here it comes, 1-0.
Nope, ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball.
David Fletcher is on deck. Three-0 pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A ball and no strikes. Looking at his career totals, Fletcher carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The count now at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Piscotty is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. But the Angels get 2, both on this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-1 Angels. Ready now, Matt Chapman.
Leading off with your attention, please. This change defensively for the Angels. Now playing right field, number 21, Michael Hermosillo.
To 4 is the final in this game. The A's led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting in the AL West, David Fletcher scored 3 runs overall, helping lead the Angels to the victory over Oakland 5-2. In other Halos news, the club has made a trade in which they'll receive relief pitcher Steve Cishek from the Chicago White Sox. In exchange, the Chi Sox receive relief pitcher Jacob Barnes and closer Hansel Robles, according to confirmed sources. The Chicago White Sox The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Angels picked up 14 hits in total as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-2. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting in the AL West, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim had 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Orioles 5-2. The A's picked up, 19 hits in this one as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 10-5. The Mariners grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 8-0.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago White Sox and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Jordan Montgomery will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball, then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase, but he won't get there. It falls in.
throw won't get him.
Man, that's always tough. He was a strike away from striking out 2 in a row, but he got a little careless and caught too much of the plate there. It gets ripped for a 1-out extra base hit, and he's got some work to do now to get out of this one.
Standing in, Tim Anderson. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Snap throw from the catcher. Not in time. A swing and a ground ball to third. He's got it. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the 2nd out.
That is full. The left fielder.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eloy Jimenez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Moncada at second with 2 down. And he fouls this one off. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now.
Loved a homer in the top of the 1st inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
287 the average coming in. 7 homers and 14 driven in. And 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Scooped up. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. 2 in the inning for the. So digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st.
For the Angels,
Infield in the overshift here now. The pitch. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the 1st out.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And gone. An absolute bomb. So a solo home run off the bat of Ben Zobrist. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Angels are on the board. It's a 2-1 game.
Most pitchers aren't going to throw this guy much of a fastball to try to challenge him because this guy can hit him a mile just like he did with that swing right there. Impressive power.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. Head-to-head pass with Dallas Keuchel. He's hitting .326. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Swing and a liner. And Trout has himself a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Anthony Rendon.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Angels move out to a 3-2 lead.
It's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Standing in now, David Fletcher.
As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Jimenez.
He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 5th.
Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. He hit over 45 home runs last year. I mean, he has elite power. I watched him hit some balls that you just go, my goodness. I think he's got a shot at 50 this year if he can stay consistent.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Happ with a 2-1 count now. 3 runs already home here. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Jimenez has got it, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Angels 3 and the White Sox 2. So here's Jose Abreu. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Trout looks up. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo home run for Jose Abreu. Home run number 5 on the year, and the White Sox have come back to tie it at 3.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
No balls and a strike to count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Trout has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting it, the catcher.
Ready now for the White Sox. Yasmani. Striding into the box, Victor Caratini.
And leading off for the Angels, the catcher, Victor Caratini.
Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting it, the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Ready now for L.A., Andrelton Simmons, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch.
Pulled high in the air out to left field.
Waiting on it is Jimenez.
He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth, the first
Here's
baseman.
Albert now. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch on its way. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. And Abreu will make the play, and that ends the inning. Angels down quickly there on just 4 pitches.
Your attention, please. This change defensively for the Angels. Now playing right field, number 24, Michael Hermosillo.
Ball 4, take the base. 3. He's out. 3. 3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Angels. Number 72, Yadi Chirinos.
Ball 4, take the base. Ball 4, take the base. He's out. 3. 3. 3. He's out. That's ball 4. 3.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. It takes a little bit of
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the AL West, the Chicago White Sox combined for 10 hits as a team as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 7-4. The Rangers racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners, 7-2. The Oakland Athletics allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got a win over the Astros in Houston, 6-1. The Cleveland Indians totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx, 8-5. The Kansas City Royals had 12 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg, 7-5. The Baltimore Orioles put together 10 total hits as they got a walk-off win against the Blue Jays, 2-1. The Tigers got 12 hits in this one as they bested the visiting Padres, 5-4. The Minnesota Twins beat the visiting Red Sox, 6-5. The Atlanta Braves launched 3 home runs as they got the best of the visiting Mets, 7-5. The Phillies knocked out 10 hits as a team.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Chicago White Sox and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next.